So Beyonce Honeycomb Hideout and the B Smalls Honeycombs P Diddy and Valeria connection. Valeria. So when Valeria's birthday, if it is 214, is the beekeeper's St. Valentine's birthday. So beekeeper, the hive mind, the Resident Evil, the Pope, Papa John's, Papa from Stranger Things. So Biggie, when I had the dream, it was like Biggie as the Winnie the Pooh and the Piglet as the three different people: Valeria, Samuel Wright, and Ray from Princess and the Frog. And if you don't know what I mean, this is part 5. Go back and watch the other 5 because I'm getting tired and this is my last video for the night. So, Honeycomb Hideout, Sean P. Diddy Combs, and what's going on, his energy is connected to that. So, Diddy is 11/4. That's his birthday. Anton LaVey was born 11/4. C.J. Wallace, Biggie Small's son, passed away 10/29, which is the day Anton LaVey passed away. So P. Diddy, C.J. Wallace, Biggie, all part of this honeycomb hive mind. If P. Diddy and Honeycomb Hideout or Honeycomb Cereal, Post and Kellogg, I described them earlier. Kellogg had a Battle Creek Sanitarium where they studied eugenics and they studied healing with food. And then Post was one of the, C.W. Post was one of the patients at Kellogg's Battle Creek Sanitarium. And he created Post cereal. And his daughter owned Mar-a-Lago, which is from sea to the lake, where Trump is, as his summer home. So if P. Diddy is able to connect to the hive mind, he has powers for the people who corrupt the power. So they sent a person that was of DNA importance out to find all of us spiritually, musically, and then hold us down. So they use all the negative traits you usually have to hold whoever you're there to view for them, remote viewing. So Cassie, he doesn't like when people don't choose him first. So whatever girl tries to choose someone else, whether it be Kim Porter with her ex or, anything, he is going to control that hive mind. So when he does these frequency parties, it's about controlling the people in the music, not giving them money. Some of these people wanted to do good. So you don't know if Biggie, Tupac, and Left Eye wanted to start a record label and they wanted to do good because they understood corruption and that's why they're not here anymore. If P. Diddy just basically tells the corrupt people where everybody is and what everybody's doing, he had to do nothing. Only time he was shocked is when they got Kim Porter because he thought he had that under control, that they wouldn't take her out. But they did take her out. So he was very shocked. Like, oh, no, you don't control nothing. You have to have permission to take out Aaliyah, Biggie, Tupac, Left Eye. Like the people who do the rituals that are high elite, that have technology and know about rituals and have all the money. It's not that you could do a ritual. But if you have the money to control healthcare, finances, jobs, you don't need to do any ritual. You have control. But when you have science, CERN, technology behind that to remote view us with, different substances and computers, like the Sophia robot, Jeffrey, who on that special Star Island. So this is the energy. He is the connection. He's a connect. He's not the main source. He must have tried to do good. Whenever you try to turn good and not work for them anymore, whether it be through the alcohol company, Diageo, you have to be like, you know what? You gotta, just like R. Kelly and Cosby and the rest of them, the men are gonna find out, the divine feminine is here to stay. So if you don't understand what the divine feminine is, you can't be divine masculine. You're just gonna be a pimping for the powers that be or should not be anymore. That will be used to be. So just when you see Winnie the Pooh, think of Ptah, think of Aquarius, think of Christopher Wallace and Christopher from the Winnie the Pooh. The person that created Winnie the Pooh is his parents from Jamaica. Biggie is from Jamaica. Biggie, the pig, the big bank. Some people are suffering from the Get Out movie. Get Out movie came out February 24th, which is when Leave Get Out by JoJo came out, February 24th. 422 back was MGK. So it's kind of being like, they could go into anybody and they could do any Kanye to anybody or Britney to anybody. But you have to understand what they're doing so you don't get victim. Kanye hasn't been hospital napped in so long because he understands what's going on. Although he be, you know, phasing out and doing whatever he's doing, but what do you expect? He's by himself in a land where not many people are aware. And when they're aware, they might not be aware in the way that you need to be taught. So, and I think JoJo was like signed with the same people Leah was signed to her uncle, Black Brown Records, and she tried to get out. She had to remake her album. So even when you sympathize or you're part of the melanated community, Melanesia, Lemurian, you're gonna get to, if you could sing, you have blue eyes, blonde hair, red hair, you're black. Those things attribute like you having extraterrestrial DNA or DNA from Earth originally. You're not like the corrupt ones, but they could corrupt people who are born divine, and that's what like being poor and finances and being left alone and single mothers and all these things are to create a energy slave, since they can't put you in shackles unless you get locked up. And there's a lot of ways to get locked up if you don't know the matrix. So of course, look at the people who passed away. They're all part of the way that people are taken out. So Year of the Pig, Haitian people did the ritual. 2007 Year of the Pig, which is when he got married. This guy right here who passed away, Uche OJ, which is I can't pronounce that, but husband of Neil Jones, who's in the Today Show. So they're doing a ritual based on pigs and the piggy bank and the money, and taking out any melanated people who have money or power, so that they can never create an economy within an economy, like a Lovecraft Country economy that understands spiritual warfare and financial warfare, and is able to do that. So Year of the Pig began February 3rd, 1791. 1791 is the year that they did the pig ritual in Haiti, Boss Cayman, where they had to do sacrifice in order to start the Haitian Revolution 821. Haitian Revolution ended on 1/1, Ice Spice's birthday, 1804, which is like May 18th is when he passed away, which is the day after Jaguar White's birthday, the day before Queen Charlotte Sophia's birthday. So he passes away around a portal that they're doing a lot in. Like Mayday, Mayday, when the ship goes down. 419 is Chanel Jones' birthday. So she has a lot of connections because the way she passed in front of the TV like that, or in front of TikTok like that, like we don't hardly see people pass away. So for us to see it live or to see that, it's like a big deal. We usually see people after they pass away, but not, there are people who see people in the middle of getting taken out, but this was on a mass scale, like how JFK got taken out, but they wasn't social media, like live, live stream. It is live stream, but social media makes it so much bigger. So Chanel Jones has the same birthday as Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield was hanging out with Anton LaVey when she was being haunted. She's the mother of Mariska Hargitay. Another thing that happened was Daniel Williams passes away in a plane crash from The Devil Wears Prada. Remember Mr. Prada from Baton Rouge? Anywho, so Maya Bialik, she plays in Blossom. Blossom is the name of the store, the salon that Valeria owned. Her birthday is December 12th, same birthday as Daniel Williams, who passed away on a plane. Reminds me of like Donnie Darko, if you ever watched that movie. Definitely go watch Donnie Darko with Jake Gyllenhaal. But December 12th, her birthday. So it's not, these are all just codes in the way that it's working. But Devil Wears Prada, the red shoes the Pope wears by Prada, and how they said Heather Rock was made into like leather shoes. That's what the guy from Home Alone said. So when you look at the dates, like August 21st, Haitian Revolution, Nat Turner Rebellion, and like his name being Christopher, and April 20th, the Pope passes away April 20th, 21st. Pope Leo, XIV, like DMX and Blue Ivy. Christopher and Christopher Wallace, like the Honeycomb Hideout, the eugenics, the mental health care that is really just holding on to spiritual people, unless like a lot of spiritual people are just being held for money in these mental health care places. They're not getting helped, and a lot of them are psychic and they don't even know it. And trauma could also make you even like unlock your psychic trauma. Like you could be psychic, not know, have some trauma when you were a child, and it unlocks, and it's like, oh no, you just need mental health care. It's like, no, what the abuse usually unlocks another realm where you go to, and that's where you get all your spiritual gifts from, for that way you don't get in trouble in a bad position again like you were when you were a child. So Resident Evil, The Hive Mind, if you're following to part 5, just follow along. So when you go to sleep, you can start seeing everybody in the dream realm and follow along. The hive mind.